What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all having a wonderful day and welcome back to Dragon Age 2. So as we look down here, let's see the kind of things we have left to do here. We have Mind Massacre, and we do get a piece of the champion's gear from this, so that might be where we go. We have Justice, Rest for the Wicked. We have a ring from Merril. Okay, so let's go turn in the ring to Merril, and then let's go take care of Mind Massacre. Let's see what's going on with that mine, because got a lot of gold invested in there, and I did give my word to those Fereldans that I would take care of them if they went back to work, and I am a man of my word. I mean, the letter said most of them are dead, but if any of them are still alive, I'd like to keep it that way, so we'll definitely go look at that. Hopefully she doesn't take offense to this gift. She did the other one.
Is this for me? It's beautiful. Do you know
It seems
what
like she likes it.
I only know that it was made by the Dalish.
It's sylvanwood, rare as diamonds. You only find it in very old, very wild places. The carvings tell a story of the betrayal, the dread wolf tricking all the gods away from the world.
I'm interested in seeing how she tells this story, actually, after playing Veilguard. Let's hear it.
Start at the beginning. What happened to the gods?
Long ago, there were two clans of gods. The Creators looked after the people, the Forgotten Ones preyed upon us. And one god who was neither. Harel, the Dread Wolf. He was kin to the Creators, and in the old days often helped them in their endless war against the Forgotten Ones.
Why were they fighting?
No one knows. We barely even remember all their names, let alone who struck the first blow, who was wrong. Harel was clever. He could walk among both clans of gods without fear, and both believed he was one of them. He went to each side and told them the other had forged a terrible weapon, a blade that would end the war. He told the Creators it was forged in the heavens, and the Forgotten Ones that it was hidden in the abyss. And when the gods went seeking it, he sealed them both in their realms forever. Now he alone is left in the world.
So that's not entirely true, right? Because I don't think the he did play back and forth between the two factions of gods, but the two factions of gods was actually quite. I mean, it was basically just him and Mythal versus the rest, and then eventually Mythal joined because she thought she could steer the ship with a gentle hand. It reminds me a lot of actually what happened in Mass Effect, where Matriarch Benezia decides to join Saren to steer him away from like harsher paths, thinking that she could resist and stem the tide. Of course, she just ends up getting brainwashed too, and then what happens happens, but that's kind of what happened with Mythal. She tried to join to guide it down a gentler path, I guess, and then that's not what ended up happening at all, so Solus ended up smoking her along with the rest.
I imagine the Dalish don't depict the doom of their gods just for decoration.
Not exactly, no. This was made for a keeper, you see. Guarding a clan from the Dread Wolf is a keeper's place. It's a very sweet memento, thank you.
Well, you were a keeper to be, right? Now I got this big sword. This is going to be the sword we use for the rest of the game. It is a DLC sword. It's one of the DLC weapons, and I put some runes into it, but it gives you plus 4 strength, plus 13 crit chance, plus 11% attack speed, and 24 damage versus demons and undead. So needless to say, when we run into any mage issue, this sword is going to be a great companion, plus it just looks cool. I just love the way that it looks. It's like the biggest fantasy type greatsword in the whole game, so yoink. Alright, let's head to the bone pit and see what's going on here with our friends. And if we have enough time, I suppose I'll go to Sundermount and take care of those mages too. Well, it definitely looks like all of our miners are dead. And it definitely looks like the work of a dragon, since everything is on fire. A dragon or some very sadistic bandits. Look at this. Mind Massacre. I assume that's going to be down this way. Let's check top first. Let's see if there's anybody left at all.
So, I guess there are still no good jobs for Fereldans then.
Yeah, it would seem that convincing them all to come back here has ended up in their death. I don't think anybody made it out of this. It is a hell of a thing to be responsible for, especially given that they're our countrymen. I guess all we can do now is press forward and see what happened to them. Given this place looking literally like a dragon pit, I'm sure you can imagine what happened to them. So let's get the dog up. Drop save. We got a dragon to kill. I think this is the only other high dragon in the whole game too, and this fight can actually be a little obnoxious, not because of difficulty reasons, for the record, because it's cut into phases, like forcefully, so eventually this dragon is just gonna piss off and sit up on his ledge and we have to kill his children. That's gonna take forever, and then God forbid if we lose some of our allies here, we're always aggroed, so we'll never get them back in between phases. Yeah, here you go. He's gonna shoot away up the. I can actually still damage him where he landed. Interesting. Yeah, he usually goes way up. There we go. Now he's gonna land up there. Now he's gonna spawn some children for us to kill. Which it works for my build actually, because now I get my stamina back at least. We would have none if it wasn't for this mechanic. So I guess in a way I'm grateful for it, but unfortunately. That also lends to quite a boring fight where the dragon up there just has a million health and his children just keep spawning over and over. It just drags the fight out unnecessarily, I think. I'd have rather had a straight up dragon fight. That's one thing I will say. Bonus points to Dragon Age Inquisition and Veilguard for their dragon fights, because actually they end up doing it quite well. It doesn't struggle with this issue where it just feels so much like a chore. The Bartero fight is pretty miserable in this game too, actually. I think both the big boss fights like that, because the Bartero just spits at you, he knocks you back. That's obnoxious more than any kind of difficulty. And this is like border in there too. Like, this is not super hard, but it's obnoxious. And as you see, he's already up there again, so you know what time it is. Time to chop away at the little baby dragons that die in 2 swings. I just wish they had, I don't know, made these boss fights a little better mechanically. There's one shortcoming. Like, for as much as I say the combat is really good in this game, which it is when you fight in the groups, like group on group, combat is really good. Boss combat, however, anything big, I think the only boss in this game that we've played against so far at least, that I appreciate the design of, is the Primeval Tag boss. I like that one. I like the Rock Raid boss fight. That one's fun. This one and the Varteros, yeah. In fact, if it keeps taken as long as it's taken, I might actually trim it and catch you guys closer to the end of the fight. Because I think we got like 2 more rotations of him doing what he's doing. You're already doing it. That's fine. I'm not gonna make you do it. Beat you to it though. You see, when you do enough damage, you can actually save your companions from the grab attack that they do, because he'll totally despawn and go up there, or she rather, all high dragons are females, as far as I know. He'll totally despawn and go up there and just drop your companions. So if you do ever see anybody get grabbed, just hope to God you hit the damage threshold. Get the little ones out to get my stamina back. And you see, just killing those 3 little baby dragons there gave us our whole stamina bar back to feed into the clerk. As long as you are killing something, you'll never really have to worry about stamina on this build. And if you got a big sword right now, like I do, there's not much in the world you gotta worry about. I shouldn't be burning all my abilities right there, but we get so much stamina back per kill at this point that I'm not too worried about it actually. Plus, a lot of times, you see how we're out of stamina potions right now on the right side. That ups our drop rate on stamina potions. So usually, if you loot the battlefield, yeah, right there, you'll get some. Worth noting that the rate for potions and stamina droughts and lyrium potions dramatically increases if you have none. So don't worry too much about running out. I mean, if you're doing really good in a certain act, you could even sell up your stamina potions to make sure that... grab those right as that buff. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you could even sell all your stuff up to make sure that you have some go-go juice. Not that they're worth a lot of money, but if you're trying to min-max your income like that, you could do that. Back real quick. He's about dead. Almost there. There it is. I like how if you pay attention to those... Dragon Slayer. I like how if you pay attention to those big, dramatic animations like that, if you pay attention to it, you can totally tell that they're from Dragon Age Origins and they're just put in a cinematic cutscene rather than third-person viewing. The Ogre kill cutscene from the start of the game is also literally the one from Dragon Age Origins, the one that I was so gassed about getting all the time, how I wanted my player character to be the one to get it. Let's finish looting up this battlefield, I guess. We did also get a bunch of potentially cool stuff out of that, so let us take a look. We got the weight. It's just a single. Some offhand blades. I really should check Isabella's stuff out here to see. And I believe we got some purple gear too, right? Oh, let's look. Warplate of the Champion. So this gives us 331 armor, 50 health, and 145 attack. We do have to get rid of our attack and strength and crit chance thing that I've been wearing, but it's the champion's armor. I'm not going to pass it up. We'll be using it, needless to say. I thought that we got something, 2 things purple from there, I thought. But, oh, of course, yeah, it was this. It was the mace that we won't be using. Ring of the Emerald Knights. Alright, Isabella, let's check you out real fast. Interesting that you only have 1 weapon equipped. So, I need to put runes in your stuff too. I'm gonna give her 2 runes of lightning. We'll do that before we continue. Okay, so I actually didn't have anything that I could have given her, unfortunately. That's gonna have way too many bonus stats for Merril. The same with him too. They have so many bonus stats and they improve with level up anyway, so... Alright. Let's take our ass on back to the Hawk Estate. We'll get some runes slide in our new gear and Isabella's weapons, and then we will go to Sundermount and take care of these mage hideouts, or holdouts rather. Alrighty, here we are on Sundermount, and we gotta make our way to the top of these hills. We've been here before, so... already fought our way through all these caves many times. We have a pretty good idea on what to expect, and I'm sure there's gonna be lots of abominations and pride demons and things waiting for us at the top of this mountain. Still haven't decided if I trust those Templars implicitly or not, but I mean, like I said before, I'll check it out, and since every single mage on this list has attacked us on sight, I'm not exactly inclined to let them live. Whether I trust the Templars or not is a different matter, but if somebody attacks me on sight just for existing, then they're gonna get to go to the afterlife. That's all it stands to keep yourself alive, I think. Spiders to the Thunderdome proper.
So much blood!
How touching. They spawned up some abominations just for us, huh? This Shadow Warrior real quick. And that's his ass. Alright, Calcum back there. We're doing really good on crafting materials too. At this point we can pretty much craft and order everything in the game, I think. We're missing a couple from some side locations, and I do know I missed one location from the Dark Grimoire quest. I actually never did go get the 5th and final location for that. I just forgot about it, and then I had done the next quest already related to that stuff, so I just never got the chance. But I'm not too worried about just one little side quest. So on our right is where this Blood Mage base is. Drop a save before we head in here. I'm surprised we didn't catch this trapdoor the many other times we've been here. Summon our dog up as soon as we get in here, because no doubt we're gonna need the aggro.
You've made it.
There are many innocents in there, Sir Metin.
Innocence? Hardly. Let us strike now and put down these blood mages.
Well, what does she mean? Okay, so I guess I'm not allowed to inquire what she means by innocence. These aren't blood mages, these are just apostates. Worth noticing. An apostate is literally just any mage that isn't in the circle, so it doesn't necessarily hold guilt to it when you see an apostate. Aside from the fact that they were obviously smuggled out with the mage underground, that holds a modicum of guilt. I need to see what's going on with this first. Bancroft, what are you? Apostate, apostate. Alright, gentlemen. You are gonna fatigue and fog those two. Merril, I need you to not be 2,000 years away. Thank you. Oh no. He is clipped through the wall. Where's Bancroft? His bitch ass is the one casting all that nonsense. Cast blood magic on that bitch.
Metin, they've surrendered.
Our duty is clear. They all must die.
The mages, perhaps. But you can't kill the others just for helping their family and friends.
Watch me.
Okay, so this dude has had plenty of chances to be walked off the ledge here. She even, like, backed off her perspective a little there and agreed with him that the mages should all die, but surely not the innocent civilians. And he's still saying he's gonna kill them all. We're not gonna do that. Even if they were under control of the Blood Mage, which is the only valid point this Templar could possibly have about any of that, well, the Blood Mage is dead now. So any control that they had over that dies with him. And they don't seem like they're possessed by demons to me, based on the fact that you just said all this and they didn't turn into abominations to defend themselves. So he's gonna stop, or we're gonna make him stop. And I will say that the champion gear looks very, very good, doesn't it? I love the look of this.
Your duty is to deal with mages, not simple citizens.
We will not let you do this.
At last you show your true colors, Sir Agatha. You're a traitor to the Order.
No, I think that's you.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Ironically, if he'd just wanted the mages, I would have probably made a little bit of a hot decision here, and I would have let him do what he wanted, if he just wanted the mages. But, like I said, you're not going to be killing... I'm not going to stand here and let you kill civilians. That's not who I am, and I'm not going to be party to that. You don't get to kill the people. If you would just wanted to take the mages, maybe I'd have let you do that, but...
Exciting. I can't believe... Sir Metin. We must go, Hawk. But we will not forget your service to the Order.
Yeah, sometimes people need to be stopped. You can't just slaughter the innocent people around here for helping their family members, because I understand why they do what they do. I don't understand why the mages do what they do, but the people, the family members, that I do understand wholeheartedly. Like, what would we have done for Bethany, right? Of course, Bethany would never put us in that situation, unlike these mages, but still, I would go through great lengths to help my sibling like that, so I understand that perfectly. The mages, if he said they were around a blood mage, they could have demons, they gotta be like, I don't know, put in prison, executed because they abandoned ship, all that stuff, I would actually let him do it. But he took one step too far with the civilians, at least for me. Now, I do want to go to the top of this place. Now, apparently, these graves are lootable now, which I didn't expect. I guess that's because the enemies hadn't spawned in yet. I'm gonna fight my way to the top of this place anyway, because I want to see if that that cave at the top of the mountain is open yet. Oh, there's stuff in the graves now. Well, some of the graves at least. We definitely want all the XP we can get, because I'd like to get to max rank by the time we hit the final boss of this game. And if you recall, I did promise my build would be like a chainsaw. I hope it's living up to that. It certainly seems like it is when I'm watching the performance here. Right now, we just have the buff from Merril too. Enhanced speed. Now we have enhanced damage from Cleave. And that's gonna be the end of any of them. I wish you broke your jaw so you couldn't speak to me, Anders.
Mythal, all mothers, protector of the people, watch over us, for the path we tread is perilous. Save us from the darkness, as you did before, and we will sing your name to the heavens. Sorry. I didn't mean to hold us, you just... It's never wise to ignore Mythal.
Who or what is Mythal?
She's the protector, the mother of the creators, the one who put the moon in the sky, wisest of all the gods. When Elganon defeated his father, the sun, the earth was plunged into darkness. Everything was about to perish. Mythal appeared then, calmed Elganon, and restored the sun to the heavens. The people always looked to her for help.
Yeah, Mythal is kind of like the mother of the Elven Pantheon. That's what she seems like to me. Although in Veilguard, she was quite
There's no need to worry.
aggressive and kind of just.
not.
Even she had
But
that
the people
superiority
never neglect
complex.
Mythal's
Like she
shrines.
wasn't good
She
either. She wasn't that different from Solus and the
They
rest
say
of
if
them,
Mythal
right? She
smiles
still
on you,
called
they
herself
need
a
fear
god.
nothing at all.
We had to fight her
But
or
those who
pass
anger
like a
her,
bunch of
they're
conversational
struck from the
checks, or
earth,
she would have tried to kill
because
us
they
and not
never
even
lived
helped
at
us in
all.
Veilguard. But in the end, Mythal wasn't really any better than the rest of them, and I mean, in my playthrough, Solus's last words were literally that we are a fool because he is a god. But he self-snitched on how he sees himself. Yeah, they all kind of ended up being the same. Which honestly, I'm okay with. The name skeleton. Oh, there's multiple of these fucking revenants here. I see. No, no, over here, asshole. Look at me. Don't look at my mages, look at me. Sounds like what I wanted ultimately. No. Back up for me a little. These guys are tough. I have to grab their minds. Anders, you're gonna back up too. You don't need to be so pushed up like that. Spicy. Hey, you're closer to dead, so let's just get you out of the way. My death blow should take off here in a second, hopefully. Anytime now. Done now. There we go. That was dramatically close to failure. Quest of Data, the Norwegian Scrolls. We got the Celebrant here. It's 38 spirit damage on a great sword. Threat generation would actually be quite nice for us because, as you can tell, I'm having a little trouble keeping the focus on my character and not my squishies. We're almost to the top of Sundermount. I'm sure there's going to be even more surprises waiting for us along the path. Up. Last encounter with those two revenants back to back is a great example of just brute forcing with a very good build sometimes, because I played it terribly. My build is just strong enough to carry. Okay, what else? Got some glitter dust here. And let us see if there is a final shit show for us in here. You'll see that the blue barrier is not over this anymore, but we still can't go in, at least not just yet. And that is it. We have conquered Sundermount once again. We managed to fight all the way to the top, and we're pretty close to a new level up, so I think that is a pretty decent spot to wrap up. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out my Patreon, linked in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age 2. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.